our starter pack has default, means they are given some samples for the levels under the maps folder. If I select this chair, everything we have created in the what it's popping up in the sense, before I have just dropped the chairs and table round, everything it's not exists as of now. Do you want to save along with it? It's asking. As of now I don't want anything, so let me give don't save. Here the props which we have seen, everything by default, it's, see here the preparing shaders, it takes time. As of now you can see this hex tiles, how this material has been created, means applied in the sense we can access through what this engine is having, how it's getting mapped. If I select this thing and if I click this under the materials, if I click this browse to this thing, if I click means it goes to under the, yeah, it's showing here, which is under the starter content materials which we have seen. It's over here. If you want to change anything, you can either change here, you can show this as a walnut polished effect, you can change the material walnut polished where it is. If you browse it, it shows here. Yeah, it has taken this material for this object, but they have mentioned it as X material. So let's we drag and drop as like it is this itself. This is a model which we can access from other softwares, which we have to import it, and those materials and all we can create here itself, and we can show its appearance here itself through materials. But the textures which we have to create in any other packages like Photoshop or a Substance Painter, whatever it may be, those textures can be done in external packages, and we can map those textures, means PNG, TGA, whatever it may be, you can map it here under this materials, you can access everything. So this is the basic thing which we can create the environment with the basic light setup, with the basic meshes, and with the basic materials. Next we'll have a look about the materials concepts. We have seen the menu bar. Let's have a small recap. We have seen the interface where we have seen the toolbars, layouts, placing the actors and outliners, details, everything we have seen. And we have seen the actors interactions, basic environment creation. And now let's have a look about the material application. How does it works? We have to do it. Let me go to the again the same map of what we have created. See, I have created this thing sample in, isn't it? If you see through this show in Explorer means, here you can see that sample umap.umap, it has got created. Asset is the project main.ud. If you double click this asset, by default version of the engine what we have seen in the Epic Games Launcher, this asset, this project gets opened. .uasset is the project, and umap is this thing, the levels which we have created. Same thing, there are some static meshes, and we have the collections, everything. It has its own formats. Okay, now under this samples, let's have a look about the materials and all. This is just a material concept, just listen carefully, but you'll get surprised how it's getting applied everything. Let me take props, let me use this chair. If you see this statue object, it has a material called glass, and two elements it has, statue with another material. Okay, statue material, and there is a glass object on this. What do? We will change this glass material. How do we do? To do that, let me create under the material itself. We'll be getting confused. Let me create a folder here, samples workshop. Let me rename it. Under this, let me create another folder called to categorize everything. Okay, material folder. Okay, how to create a material? Just right click here, go to material. This node gets created. Let's rename this as material shortcut, and what is this, idle or whatever it may be, idle. I am dragging this into this. You can see idle has got replaced. Now I want to apply the color. I want to show its appearance as a glossy thing, matte finishing, everything. How can I do it? Just double click this. There is one new window which is known as a material editor. Here everything you can access, you can decode it under each exclusive editors. The viewport which we are seeing is the viewport editor. For the material, it's material editor. For anything, if you want to work with the static mesh, it comes with a static mesh editor. Like this, everything it has editor. So we are using now material editor. This is how it looks. There are many things it has. So default, there's one M idle node which has a color, metallic, specular, which we are going to access all these things. How do we access? Now I need to apply a color. Simply I need to fill like in Photoshop and all. If you go means, you can see select the colors. It has some values. If you give R1, G1 and blue 0 means it gives one color, or red one, if you give 1 means it gives only red color. All these channels with all the ratios, if you give so values means it gets appeared. So to give those colors, I am just holding the I just want to bring one constant values of expression, constant expression. There's one concept called here. Hold 3 and left mouse button. A constant expression gets created, which has X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z. What it does? X has values. This is the X. Y has values. This is the Y. Just simple. Just relate to it. Just we will be giving the colors. As of now, let me give white color to all. See, if I give 1 means it's giving the red color. Again, if I give 1, red and green mixing with it, it's giving yellow. And all, I'm going to plug this. I'm going to take this output and I'm going to plug into this base color. You can see, no, you can't see anything because you have to hit the apply. Now you can see the white color got appeared. Since it has not been completed, I would like to give the values for the metallic. Since the colors get mixing with these 3 values, I have given the constant of 3 number. Now I am going to select the hold 1 on the keyboard and left mouse button. One channel has got created, which I am going to give only one value for this one. There is no combination of values. So I have given, if you want to combination of two values means hold key and left mouse button, it comes as like this. as of now, let me go with this for the metallic. There is no metal kind of appearance for this idle. Why? Because the value is still 0, so I'm giving it as 1, and you can see the appearance over here. If I give apply, you can see metal kind of, and you can plug this to the specular also. As of now, let me give a roughness. Same thing, I can give it as hold 1, left mouse button, roughness. If I give 1, you can see a kind of aluminum, a kind of effect you can see over here. If I reduce the value of the metallic, a matte kind of output you can see over here. Okay, this is how we can bring all these things. These attributes also, there's no need to keep on update over here and everything. We can bring it here itself as parameters. These are the parameters which we can adjust everything as like this. We can bring it, how we can bring it in the sense, this color itself we have to bring it as like this parameter, in the sense just right click this node and give it as convert to parameter. So it has, let me name it as color param, means parameter, that's what. And if I want to just double click this color palette, if I want to select the red, means go to red, didn't get update. Why? Because I need to hit the apply button. It has got updated. So as of now, let me keep it as white itself. Okay. Okay. Same way, let me convert this to parameter. What is this? Metallic. Metallic param. These are the names which we are providing. Okay, customized names. Same way for the base color. Roughness. What's param? Let's maintain the uniformity. Okay, and let me save this. Since it's in the asterisk which has not been saved, so let me save this. This asterisk goes off. Okay, so why I have created all these things, in the sense there is one concept called material instances. Because of that, I just converted everything, all these as like parameter. What is the material instance? Before that, I'll duplicate all these things. Let me present this statue. Let me duplicate this chair by holding the Alt and drag it. I'll get a duplicate of this chair as a copy, and again I'll get another copy itself as like this. Same thing. Let me give it as red and give it as blue. RGB green. This is blue. I renamed the, just now I renamed the static meshes as red, green, blue. So I'm going to take this as a copy for the material also, which I'm going to show their own specific appearance. Okay, how to do it. And there is a beauty in this also for the main materials also, what it does. Just listen this and the final you will come to know for what purpose I'm doing everything, all these things. This is because how we are going to handle the material concepts and everything. This is just a basic concept. Just listen this, you will come to know it. For what purpose I'm doing all these things, everything. Okay. So just go to the material, right click, create material instance, rename it as material instance underscore red. Again material instance underscore green. Again material instance underscore blue. And I'm going to apply each idles for the red, green, blue respective materials. For the red I'm applying, as of now there won't be any more differences. This is just you can see this material, this is the master material. From the here I have taken the instance as material instance. You can see the text material instance, red, green, and this one is blue. Okay. Now if I go to this thing material, if I double click it, the same network you can't see it. This is just an instance. For the masters only you can see these things, these networks and all. You can see the another tab which we have double click everything. So first let me do it for the red. Red, which is this one. The parameter which we have created, you can see on top of this in the details panel. You can see I'm going to override this color, which I'm going to select the color as like this. Okay. Same way, let me save this. For the blue I'm going to do it, sorry, this one, color. Okay, just save it. And for the green, where is it? Okay, color. Okay, these are the thing. Let me save all, since it's in the Aztec mode. Let me save all the current level. Okay, save all. Now this goes up. You can give the red as you can show it as it's too metallic. Reduce this thing roughness. There won't be any roughness for this. You can see the metallic fill over here, exclusive metallic. If I go to the green, you can override all these things. Just roughness, it's a plastic, a kind of this thing, means matte finishing, everything you can see it. And for the blue, you can check all these things, a kind of aluminum effect or whatever it may be. This thing you can access. There might be a question, why don't you give separate material for all these things, everything? Because instead of doing this instance, why we could have done a separate materials itself. Why? Because why I didn't do in the sense, the main concept of this, these are the main things which we would be keep on accessing. Suppose, okay, metallic I'm going to access, I'm going to control everything I've brought it here. There would be a uniformity for all these materials as like this. So if I go to this thing, if I want to access the emissive color, means if I have to give the emission, the glowing F kind of this thing, if I have to give, means if I give this thing for all the objects, it's get update. How? In the sense, same thing I can do it. And to access the editor, right click, hold Alt and right click means you can pan it. It has got stuck. Okay. Same thing, you can zoom it right mouse button and Alt and middle only the right mouse button. If you hold it, you can, without holding the alt key, you can pan it. So again, I'm going to hold the key 1 and left mouse button to bring one constant expression for the emission. If I give the value of 1 and if I apply, it's too much. Wait. Let me give 0.1. Apply. It's getting updated to this is also kind of, oh, actually it's not taking its native color of red and everything. To do that, let me give one multiply. Yeah, let me add one multiply divide node. Hold the M key for the shortcut key for the multiply divide node. Give M, hold M and left mouse button. You can see multiply. Okay, I'm going to plug the values of the colors, exclusive colors, here, and the values from the which I'm giving it from my own values, custom values, and I'm going to plug these outputs. It's going to get multiply. If it's taking the red, means 0.05, with the 0.05 it's going to multiply, and I'm going to give it to the emissive color. Now you can see it's taking its own color, native color. Before it was like this, you can see the difference. It's taking, we're mixing with the white only, means it's own. Now with the red pure color, it's getting multiplied. Red means red, green means green. Give apply. Blue means blue. You can see it. Okay, it's getting same way. The specular, if you want, means you can modify in the this thing, what to say, with our master material itself, and you can access everything on its appearances, everything. Okay, so this is the basic concept of materials. Next, what we will be seeing in the sense, in the next session, we will be seeing the landscape creation. You might be seeing many landscapes as like this. Wait. In the marketplace, if you go, means just type landscape. You can see all this landscape creations, everything, the foliages, means which means the trees, plants, everything. All these things you can, how we are going to create all these things. We'll have an intro of all these things, how we are going to apply the landscape materials and everything. Okay, how we are going to do the terrain and everything. For this, before coming to the session itself, just what to say, what I have already downloaded one asset called wait, landscape. I have downloaded this thing. Yeah, this is one stylized landscape 5 biomes. I downloaded and I have added to my project because it takes time. So how if you have time, means if you are using parallel, if you are using the Unreal Engine, add to the project. The project which I have is this thing, my workshop. Select and give add to project. This is how I have just created, and you can see that projects contains everything I had been imported through this. Okay,